Well, Bob, you have a history lesson for us tonight.
Yeah, we were talking just recently in the break there about all the different storms that have had an impact on Texas. Texas getting a lot more than here along the west coast of Florida because of the just general track. And back in 1900, there was a storm that hit Galveston, and it wasn't the wind, it was the storm surge that killed the most people. And this is the most devastating storm ever recorded, really, in U.S. history as far as deaths go. It started out as a tropical disturbance, just what we're watching right now, and then it made its way through the Lesser Antilles and the Greater Antilles, and then eventually it turned into a Category 4 storms with a 15-foot storm surge. It killed anywhere from 6,000 to 12,000 people. They're estimating around 9,000 people for the most part, but just because of the storm surge. It was on this date back in 1900. They didn't name storms back then. They didn't start naming storms until the late 50s, but really into the 60s. You can see a Category 4 storm just building up all that water and just devastated everything in its path. And this was Galveston, what it looked like afterward. And it's a great book, by the way, has come out of this. You want to check it out. It's called Isaac's Storm. It was a meteorologist there in Galveston who kind of gave the warning, but not early enough for the folks going there. And a lot of people lost their lives. Van Way's a webcam showing a few storms around. You can see that rain shaft moving through Lido right now and out into the Gulf. And calm waters earlier. Norm sending this picture in. Norm, yes, a few showers around, not much. The activity not as intense as a result of some dry air. It's still in place, though. That dry air refusing to budge out of here right now anyway. A few showers near Miami City, another one developing into Manatee County. This one looked rather impressive earlier and then produced a few lightning strikes in the central Sarasota, and then it moved off toward the west and weakened. And this now moving away from Lido as a result of that easterly flow. This was just popping up, so look out down the road here. You're going to get some rainfall on Nico as well as into possibly Cortez in the next half hour or so. 91, it's cooled down after a high today, 95 degrees, and looks like that humidity a little bit on the lower side. Dew point at 71. There's the 95 high, 1 degree shy of the record 96, and 76 was the morning low, 65 the record low temperature. That'd be nice. No rainfall reported at the airport at this point. I mentioned that moisture. It's taking its time working its way in our direction, but it's slowly getting there. You can see that now over the central Bahamas. It's still being sheared apart, so no threat of any development, and looks like that dry air that's around is slowly moving on. There's a little system right here they're watching. The National Hurricane Center gives us about 20% chance developing, even if it were to develop and move off into the open waters. This one a little bit more interesting. Starting to show a little bit more organization down the road, and it looks like it's staying a little bit further south. And with that in mind, the Lesser Antilles and Eastern Caribbean may be in danger with this one in 5 to 6 days from now. I mentioned the dry air. It's still around. It will be slowly moving out of here tomorrow. Better chances for showers and storms in the afternoon and evening. You'll see that in the RPM forecast model. That switch more to an east-southeasterly direction will also bring our humidity value up a little bit, so it will feel a little bit warmer out there than it has. It's been nice, though, as of late with that drier air in place. Showers and storms will be back on Saturday afternoon, but most of the day looks good. Similar conditions anticipated on Sunday, although there's a weak frontal system moving down on Sunday, which will give us more of a west-southwesterly flow, and a lot of times that favors inland storms late in the day. Look at the temperature, 94, hotter in Washington today than it was here in Sarasota, 95 still in Dallas at this time. As far as the forecast goes for boaters, looks like this, pretty quiet out there, except for the afternoon storms, a light chop. Seas running 2 feet or less. The water temperature now at 84 degrees. Tides upcoming on your screen. The next high tide will be at 5:28. Sunset at 7:42. Tonight, isolated showers through this evening, then otherwise partly cloudy, 75 for a low. Tomorrow, look for showers and storms scattered about in the afternoon, and a high temperature near 92 degrees. The extended forecast calls for a good chance for showers and storms riding in through the weekend and throughout next week. Back to you.